What's up, my little TisaTellss? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Kim Kardashian, you are spinning and spinning, spinning and spinning. And guess what? If you are Bianca Cersei, you are letting Kim know in no uncertain terms, I'm not the one nor the two. Take that, you Kardashian mean girl. You trying to intimidate me. BS out of here. Because, baby, I'm not a fly-by-night chick. I am the wife. And you will kiss the rings, y'all. What am I talking about? If you don't know, I have been amazed with this and covering. Kim tried to do everything she could to restrict Bianca from having access to her children. Now, listen, I know what a lot of y'all thinking. What mother wouldn't want to control who has access to her children, except for the fact that this is Kanye's wife. I know a lot of people are doubting whether they're legally married. Kim said the kids weren't meeting Bianca until she saw a marriage certificate. Now all of a sudden all the kids have met Bianca. Me thinks it's a marriage certificate. On top of that, Kim tried to restrict Bianca from having access to the kids. The lawyers told her, baby, there ain't no way you can stop her from having access to your children. That too lets me know this is actually a real marriage. Like I've said before, there is something called a confidential marriage certificate. It is in Hollywood. What does it mean? That only the people that signed the marriage certificate actually know it exists. For all intents and purposes, it is basically a court seal on a legal document, which is a marriage certificate. Okay, we got that, right? Now, Kim, let me just bring you up to speed real quick, then we'll jump into Bianca's response. Now, Kim was just like, baby, right? Well, that's the case. I'm meeting with Bianca privately because I need to let that girl know. Bianca actually responded. And you know what? I do want to say one other thing. You know, when Kim was saying that basically Kanye was stalking her and the whole news media was like, oh my God, hers up to Kim Kardashian. And myself, along with a lot of people, are like, listen, Kanye is not perfect, but Kim, stop the cap. He's not stalking you. He's still dressing you. Y'all still cool. But remember when that whole debate was going on? Well, all I got to say now is, who's the stalker now? Because Kim just took a mortgage out on a $48 million mansion in Malibu to make her and Kanye roommates. That's right, well, not roommates, but neighbors. That's right. Mrs. Kanye's toxic. I gotta get away from him. What is this happening to me? You took out a $48 million mortgage. Now, Kim has property all over. How do we know? Because in the divorce settlement, Kim got the Idaho property. I got some juice on that. We're going to talk about that in a different video, right? Kim took out the Idaho property. She got the Idaho property. She got the house next door. She got 9 properties from the divorce settlement. I believe Kanye only got $300 million, kept his $300 million of acre, 300 acres of real estate in Calabasas. He got his Malibu beach home, right? His Wyoming mansions, basically everything he paid for, that he loves, he kept. Kim got everything else. Kim got enough houses. Kim has never really been a Malibu girl, never expressed interest in living on the beach or the coast. It's just not her thing. Kim is a wildlife nature girl, right? Mexico, Costa Rica to vacation, but she doesn't even have houses down there. Now, all of a sudden, that Kim can't get her way with Bianca, she now took out a $48 million loan on a house. Now, here's the thing, right? One, I think it's incredibly naive to say that Kim is not doing what she can to stay in Kanye's peripheral vision. Kanye is literally the human equivalent of like, can you please leave me alone? And Kim's like, you know how like when you got like your dogs and they're trying to get your attention, right? And they literally are always like, you're like, can you move? And the dog is trying to stare you in the eye. Like you move to the left, they move to the left. Or kids, when they want to get your attention and you're looking at TV, they will go and stand in front of the TV and talk to you. That's what Kim is doing, a grown up equivalent of that. Now, why is this so funny? Because remember all those articles that were put out about TMZ, we're about to get into the Bianca stuff in a second, but remember all those articles TMZ put out about, oh my God, Kanye's a stalker. He bought a house next door to Kim, which it wasn't actually next door. It was a few miles away, but if you know, well, not a few miles away, but if you know Calabasas, it's not like New York City next door. They would have had to get in a car. It was a 25-minute walk, or they would have had to get in a car to be shuttled over there. Plus, there was much land in between them, okay? And Kanye bought that house because he wanted a place to, when he saw the kids, they're literally down the street and they can even go back home and spend the night if they wanted. Again, lots of rich people do this. When you have the money, right, you keep the kids as stable as possible and then you live your life around them. I thought it was actually a really good idea. I've seen people do this, buy houses in the same neighborhood, or at the very least, the kids stay in the family house and the parents vacate when they're not watching the kids. So how come nobody's actually saying that Kim's stalking, invading Kanye's space, literally trying to destroy the relationship between him and Bianca, now that Kim literally got that $48 million mansion that is just a hop, skip, and stone throws away from Kanye West's $65 mansion. This is a so she took out a $48 million mortgage. The house was actually $70 million to buy the clifftop Malibu mansion once owned by Cindy Crawford. And it was used by Britney Spears' ex-business manager. And she used Britney Spears' business manager for the deal. You know, the business manager that is being accused of embezzling $600 million from Britney and funneling it through the Kardashians to hide the money. Now, I have no idea if that actually happened. I do know, I don't know, with the Kardashians, I don't put anything ahead of them. Hold on, y'all, let me get this up. Anyway, y'all, we could talk about this in another video. Let's get to the real juice, or the gassy tidbits. I know y'all out there saving the world, so I keep a hold of all the mess so you don't have to. Let's talk about the way Bianca Cersei told Kim, H to the double hockey sticks, no, ain't never, nine, Kim, nine. Anyway, right? They're saying that Bianca is no pushover, right? She reportedly has been standing up to Kim Kardashian. And Bianca, remember when Kim's like, you need to sit down. We need to think about how you're going to talk to my kids, what you're going to call. I don't know if I want them to call you step money, this, that, and the third. Bianca, right, says that she wants to set some ground rules with Kim on how she chooses to be treated. Listen to this and I'm going to give y'all the background, right? Listen. Again, Kim doesn't like Bianca and doesn't want her to spend time with her kids, right? She was super upset after Kim's attorney said that she had no formal recourse to stop Bianca from spending time with her kids. Again, I think that they are married. The lawyer said that if Kanye, right, wants North St. Chicago and Psalm to meet their stepmom, there is not much the Kardashian star can do. They say if that's what Kanye wants, she can't stop him. So now she's having to go along with it. Kanye's acting very horrible about it. But Bianca's no pushover either. She's standing up to Kim and she's clearly laid out her demands about how she expects to be treated, what she wants, Kim's boundaries, what she will and will not be doing with her man, her husband. She's like, I'm the wife. You don't run this. You are the kids' moms. I am the wife. You don't run anything over in this household. I will love your kids. I will be respectful to those kids. But after that, go away with me with this, Kim. Remember, Real Housewives of Atlanta, go away from me with this, Apollo. Anyway, right? You say this is driving Kim up the wall. Kim can't believe how that things turned out this way. And here's my whole point. Kim, and here's the thing. I'm not, because I can understand, Kim. The kids, you have a comfy arrangement. You've always been controlled. But how did you think things were going to turn out, Kim? No, seriously, how did you think? Did you think that Kanye was never going to date or love or be around another woman that didn't have him in a chokehold the way you had him in a chokehold? See, this is the thing I want to say. This is about people that are chasers. Kanye is obviously a chaser. Khloe Kardashian is a chaser. Here's the thing. If somebody can become 100% obsessed with you and lose their whole mind and sacrifice everything in the world for you, what makes you think that when they don't find someone else that gives them the same feelings you do, even greater, that they won't lose their mind, become obsessed, and sacrifice everything for them? Again, Bianca is not his wife. Kim, is something happened in that relationship. Kim hates Bianca because she's known her for 3 years. She feels like Bianca is competition. I see why, right? But let me get back into this and I'll get back to my point, right? Now, Kim's lawyers are encouraging them to have an open dialogue where they can both put forward their concerns regarding the children. Now, they're saying that Kim has no choice but to make the best of the horrible situation, and that means sitting down with Kanye and Bianca and figuring out a structure that is bearable as possible while sticking up for her rights. Again, and I've said this again, what is the horrible situation that Kim is trying to make herself a victim of? What? Kanye got a new wife. The kids got to be around her. They love their daddy. Where's the horrible situation? Please believe, as much as we don't see pictures of Kanye with the kids, please believe that Kanye is getting his kids on the regular. Because if he wasn't, Kim would be playing the victim, putting this in the news, talking about how it hurts her so much. Please believe they would, and this will be a storyline for season 3. Now, while sticking up for her rights, you have no rights. As long as Bianca is treating them well, you don't even have a right to what those kids are watching on TV when they're over their daddy's house. They said Kanye has made it very clear that Bianca isn't going anywhere. And if and when Kim meets someone new, there need to be rules and agreements in place. I love the fact that Kanye is now standing up and also saying, baby, but don't forget, do not forget that whatever woolliness you have planned for me and Bianca, whatever we agree on, it's going to go both ways when you finally maybe meet someone. Because from what I see, Valentine's Day, your mama was sending you flowers and Saint was making you hearts out of little like sweet tarts from a staple to the paper. From what I saw, when and if you can ever secure a man, it's going to go both ways for you too. Again, Kanye is now moving smarter. That Adidas still must have him. I'm feeling myself. He is feeling himself. Bianca is literally creating art exhibitions. They are doing their thing. They seem to be very, very happy. I do want to say this, right? Now they said that this doesn't take away how upset Kim is that she's been backed into a very uncomfortable corner. What is that corner? Is Kanye and Bianca literally having their own little rave of two, talking about something? I got the power. Ooh, I got the power. That is what she is talking about, the horrible situation. Kanye and Bianca have created a unit, right? That's another thing that I think Kim is actually really, really scared of. Now, listen, I'm still on pregnancy watch. Last time I saw Bianca's stomach where she wore that little crop top with the notch, her stomach kind of looked flat, but if she is early stages of pregnancy, I don't know. I do know this, whether Bianca is pregnant or not. Now, Bianca is a young woman. I think Bianca is like maybe 28, 29. Bianca has no children. Now, Bianca, the odds are that she will at some point want to have children with her husband. And I think that more than anything is what Kim is afraid of. Kim was fine with the Cheney Jones and the Julia Foxes because in her mind, regardless of how Kanye felt about them, in her mind, they were nothing but flings, right? But with the Cheney Jones but with Bianca is different. This is his wife. She is a young woman. She may well want children. She has known Kanye for at least 3 years. They've been working together for 3 years. She might have even known him longer before she got that job. My whole point is you've been dealing with somebody for 3 years. You feel like you know them. You finally get married. Kids might be coming in the next year or two, you know? Maybe they feel like they've enjoyed single life together already. Kids might be coming in the next year or two, and I think that is Kim's real issue. Kim looks at legacy. She wants to be the only Mrs. West. She wants to be the only person that bore Kanye's kids. And I see her doing her mean girl Kardashian manipulation tactics. She did this with Irina Shayk and everybody else, basically being like, we need to meet and talk and lay down ground rules. And Kanye let her do that because at the end of the day, he was in love with her. And to a certain point, one can argue all the women he's been with since his divorce, he used as a tool to get under Kim's skin. Meaning, not even getting on her skin, but as a tool to get Kim more involved. Kim felt like she was doing something, so she would tell those girls where they rank, what they can do. When honestly, the truth being that, that was fine because they were playing games with each other. But it seems like when I'm with Bianca, Kanye ain't playing no games and he is not the one or the two. Y'all, listen, go watch my old video. People are saying that she plans to use Bianca as a storyline. A lot of people said, how can that be if Bianca won't appear on the show? It's simple. If Kim does meet with Bianca, whatever is said, that will be, first of all, it'll be all over TMZ. It'll be all over Daily Mail. It will be leaked to everybody what the conversation was in Kim's favor. And then she will have an excuse to make herself the victim on her show and hopefully get everybody in the world to dislike Bianca or think badly about her. Then Kanye West will step in and get upset. Hopefully not. And then he'll blow up and Kim will have him right where she wants him. Just like when she was at North's basketball game, an argument ensued. Those paparazzi that said they were working for Kim followed Kanye. Again, this is my opinion, right? Watch my old videos if you want to see what I'm basing my opinion on. But they followed Kanye. Didn't make him blow up because Kanye is a grown man. I'm not taking away his free will. He should have known better. But all because that was the first time that Bianca was coming to North School, stepmommy, to come watch her play basketball. And Kim was upset about that too. Y'all, we're going to keep an eye on this. Let's see if this meeting ever comes out. But kudos for Bianca for pushing back and being like, baby, what do you think this is? Let's sit down and have some conversations on how you're going to respect me as Kanye's wife. Because right now you're a little bit too familiar. You're a little bit too disrespectful. And I'm sick of seeing your number pop up on his caller ID. He's sleep, girl. If you need anything, text me and I'll get North whatever she needs. All right. When she needs Lunchables for school tomorrow, I'll pick up North's Lunchables. Girl, stop it. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. Honestly, Kim may count on Bianca, and no matter what Kim's trying to do, Bianca is not intimidated by Kim at all. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments, and I will talk to you later. Bye.